Welcome back to Squelch. I'm Dano.
I'm Matt at Arms.
And I'm Storm Rage. And Return of the Obra Dinn is a game, and games are supposed to be fun.
Hey, it's the last week of Obra Dinn, so it's Return of the Obra Dinn this week.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been wanting to say that for the whole time we've been playing this game.
Pretty good
it's just
bit.
Staring at you right there the whole time.
In fact, that's actually the
Staring
last
at you.
achievement name. If you finish the game, that's the achievement. Obra done.
Obra Dinn?
Yeah. Which you haven't seen, obviously.
No, I have not seen, nor will I ever see. So next week, it is like a co-host choice week, I think. So it's just Matt and I, and then maybe Sheep and maybe Enthrallment, but we'll have to see on those two. Storm Rage is super busy. He's going to the moon, which is super exciting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Once again, sending
Just
another rover to another planet. You know, since we sent Enthrallment to Mars, might as well send
Well,
Storm Rage to the moon.
it's a moon, not a planet. It's a moon.
Close enough.
Send
moon
me
called
to a moon.
So it'll be Matt and I next week, and maybe some bonus co-hosts. Maybe not. We'll have to see. We are going to just kind of do a bonus. I think we're gonna. Castlevania is free right now, like the first 8 games or whatever, over at the Epic Store.
And that is a game
maybe
series I have no interest in. So I'm very glad we're doing it a week I am not there.
So I'm going to play a little bit of that, chat about Castlevania. I've played the heck out of Simon's Quest and no other Castlevania games. So it's kind of fun playing some other ones. So we're going to do that next week. Should we get in and take some patrons?
Sure.
All right, great. Drop.
Ha.
That was a joke towards you, Matt. Where you just said drop and then didn't actually play the drop.
See, I would like to. I would like to.
Pretty incredible.
Real quick note on
Storm
that.
Rage.
In my brain, when Matt, and this shouldn't have been a thought that I had, but in my brain, I was like, when Matt's saying drop, instead of actually hitting drop, he's taking notes because, like, he knows how much of a pain
is that
it
what you
is
meant?
to like put those drops in, and that also didn't happen. So I apologize, Dan.
No, that's
that
just
is also
you don't. No. You don't need to apologize at all. It was all me for being lazy and not even writing down the times for Dan because that would be nice.
I'm not
Instead,
sure.
I just did it. I just didn't put the drop. I just didn't start up. What it is, I didn't really want to start up the stupid program that like channels the drops. Voice meter. Yeah, I hate that program. So no, I don't want. I didn't
Everyone
want to
hates
start
that
it.
program. It's
No.
awful.
Yeah,
but it's also the best program for what it does. It is the worst.
It's the only program for what it does.
Yeah.
It's the
Is
only one.
it?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it? Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
No,
Fine.
really, that's it. There's nothing else. I don't think anything else. Does anything else even exist?
There are
I
a few
don't know.
things, but they cost a lot of money.
Oh, so it's the
Yeah.
cheapest thing for. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
It's not that cheap, Matt. It's not that cheap.
No.
It's like it's not like a cheap bit of software. It's not an expensive bit of software.
Voice meter?
But like, yeah,
Voice
it's
meter's
like
open
$20,
source. It's free,
right?
my dude.
Voice meter's not free. Maybe voice meter's not free to use.
Who are you the person who paid for 7-Zip? Or
There is,
WinRAR? Or
voice,
WinRAR?
if you don't pay for voice meter, it like gives you like this constant like, come pay for me.
I've
Come pay for
literally never paid for voice meter.
Yeah. So did you pay for WinRAR, Dano?
me. No.
Okay.
Uh,
Good.
Install it and test it first. After 3 days, Voice Meter About Box will invite you to buy the license or continue to evaluate the program. Click Buy Online to purchase your license.
I never
Okay.
bought voice meter.
I've never bought it either. Maybe I should. Maybe it would be less annoying to start it up.
Donation where Voice Meter application is free to use with all functions except for optional features. What are the optional features? I don't remember any of this. It used to be like I don't know. Maybe I was tired of it like popping up, and then it stopped working for me when I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, yeah. So do appreciate that.
I do what I can. I do what I can. Which was apparently nothing for you. So
it's the bare minimum. Anyways, we're thanking our patrons right now.
Oh yeah,
so, hey, patrons, thank you very much
for putting up with this.
I appreciate you very much, and so does Matt and Storm Rage. You were saying,
true.
Matt?
I do appreciate it. You know, I do more for the patrons than I do for Dano.
So fun, exciting news. The Santa Claus watch long that we recorded last December will be dropping soon in Patreon. I'll also put it in the Patreon channel. So if you on our Discord, so if you are a sub for Twitch, you can listen to it there as well. So we recorded it last year and I had COVID, and so it never actually got out because I had COVID, and went back and listened to it while editing it, and I quite obviously had COVID. I was very sick. I sounded very sick. So yeah, but I listened to the first 5-6 minutes of it while making sure everything was lined up correctly. We made myself laugh, so I was enjoying it immensely.
Good.
If you want to watch the Santa Claus over Christmas, you can watch it with us.
Right.
If you're a Patreon or if you're a Twitch sub. So, all right. So we have some tea with Finley.
Yeah.
Drop.
Slurp, slurp,
Hello,
slurp.
old friend. Let's meet for tea after the match, shall we?
To be fair to Matt, he only said drop once.
Yeah, that's true. I completely forgot the. Yeah.
Slurp, slurp, slurp.
There we go. That's the real drop. The other thing is just the end.
Storm Rage, what'd you do?
So I'm really excited. This last week, I didn't have a ton of time for games. Stupid work and other things getting in the way of what I want to do, which is to play video games all day long. But alas, I can't.
Fair.
So one thing that I have started to do is me and my partner both have Nintendo Switches, and we decided to do a little bit of a play-along / race. So we both have Pokemon. I have Pokemon Sword. She has Pokemon Shield. And we are racing to see who can beat the Elite Four first, but we're only allowed to play when the other person is actively playing. So it's a fun little activity we get to do together and kind of give some updates. It's a delightful little thing. Other things, a thing that I didn't do, but I want to do is Overwatch is doing a return to classic. So it's doing a 6v6, basically as it was on release. And I really want to play that. I haven't had any time to play that, but I want to play that, so that's on my list of things to do. I've also been doing a bunch of Dungeons and Dragons and role-playing games that has kept up a lot of my time. And then in Hearthstone, I've been playing a lot of Space Pirate Demon Hunter, and that's been a blast and a half. I enjoy that a lot. I'm excited for what I assume will be pretty pretty expeditious balance updates to some of the more egregious things like Reno. Reno's still terrible and still the most powerful card they've ever printed. And then I also got to play and finish Obra Dinn. So we talked last week that I had gotten through the plot of it, but I think I'd only had 12 mysteries solved at the time, or 12 fates, and my partner and I woke up. She's much better at puzzles than I am, and woke up this morning at about 10 o'clock, and we played for about 2.5 hours. Then I had to leave for a theater thing. She kept playing, and I came back and we finished it up. And so we were able to finish the Obra Dinn, and a little under 10 hours was our mark for beating all the mysteries, and it was super duper fun. Oh boy, I'm so excited to talk about the Obra Dinn. Matt, let's keep talking about the Obra Dinn. What did you play this week?
I played Obra Dinn. A little bit of Obra Dinn. Finished it up. Once I figured out one group of puzzles, it kind of fell into place, and it was great. I love it. I loved it. Other than that, just been building magic decks. Looking at the piles of cards now scattered around my apartment, hoping that some magical fairy will come by and sort them magically. It's not going to happen.
It is Magic the Gathering. So you want someone to magically gather your cards?
I would yes, exactly. Gather my cards magically in a way to work. If anybody would like to do that, great. Just, you can go to my apartment and do it for me when I'm sleeping. Maybe. I don't know.
That
or I'm
would
at
be
work.
Mundane the Gathering.
Yeah, that'd be very
Mundane the
much.
Gathering.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm very proud of that. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
care that
good.
no one laughed.
I liked it. But that's all I've been doing. Did I mention on the show I played Hearthstone last week? I might have mentioned it.
You did.
Okay. Yeah, I played Hearthstone last week. I haven't played it since. I don't know. I don't know. I just wasn't in the mood to play it. But yeah, it's just Obra, Dinn, and Magic. That's what. But that's game of the week, and Magic is usually what I'm going to be answering in the spot for a little while. So, Dan,
I
how
have
about
a
you?
question for Storm Rage.
Yeah.
Are they space pirates? Are they pirates in space?
Good question.
I feel like there's I have questions.
So there is a space pirate. You do not run the one space pirate in the space pirate deck. Instead, you just have pirates and you have spaceships. And so you use the spaceships to buff up the pirates. So it's a space pirate deck that does not run space pirates.
And they're green, so it's a green class. They're like Orions, then, right? It's a joke for me. Like Orions from Star Trek, they're green and they're pirates.
Sure.
Anyway.
Demon Hunter is green, but everything in this game is purple now. So
yeah,
it's just every card was purple. It was all the purple cards. I was like, this is a little bit purpley. That sounds very exciting. It's South Sea Deckhand in space. South Sea Deckhand in space. I don't know.
It is not, sadly, but it could be. There are some decks that run it.
So I missed last week because I had face surgery. That was fun. And now I'm better. So that's also more fun. So yay for being better. So last 2 weeks, I've basically been mad at armsing my way through Darkest Dungeon. It's not been great.
How many people have you killed?
I killed 3, but they were in really ridiculous ways. So I'm not sure if that makes you feel better. I also had some super close calls and then just some really like some bonehead party comps where I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that doesn't work at all because that class just can't work in rank 2, but the class I have in rank 2 requires that class in rank 3 to be in rank 2 because that class is going to move around a bunch. So I guess I need to like have it. And so now I'm going to have basically one class that's going to be going from rank 2 to rank 1, but in rank 1, all it can really do is move back to rank 2. Really just really some not great choices. So King of Garai the Antiquarian, Forrest the Bounty Hunter, and Ephesus the King the Hellion all died. Garai and Forrest are both level 5, and Ephesus was level 6, so that felt bad. Forrest and Garai died in the same dungeon where I just forgot to bring a healer and remembered in the first fight, and while trying to escape, they both died. So felt super duper smart. And then I think Ephesus died in a final boss, I feel like, but I don't remember exactly how Ephesus died. But yeah, it wasn't all great. Basically, I just haven't been doing a good enough job of keeping my gear leveled up because it gets super expensive. So like I have these like level 5 and level 6s, but they'll still have like level 3 weapons, level 4 armor, that kind of stuff. And you just have to level that stuff up. Like it just matters so much. And so I've been a lot careful since then to make sure that like I'm going much slower with some of the 5 and level 6 stuff in order to make sure that their gear is topped off so that I can they cannot die basically. So that's fun. Had to pass on the bandit quest. Finally got the bandit quest. Never had it before. Had to pass on it because the man at arms is only level 2, and attempting that fight without a man at arms is just not great. You also could use a Houndmaster, I think, but I also don't have a Houndmaster that's higher on level 3. So I had to skip on it, and then they destroyed 3 of my buildings, which felt bad, but only one of them really mattered. So it was fine. Have 1 boss left in the ruins, 2 left in the well, 2 in the warrens and 4 in the cove. And then it's the 4 dives into the darkest dungeon. So I think probably by like mid-December, I'll be hopefully finishing up Darkest Dungeon if I kind of keep on just like inching my way through the game. So that feels pretty good. The first 6 Castlevania games are free on Epic. We talked about this already. Or did we talk about this for their patrons? I don't know. Got those on Epic and started playing Castlevania, and that's been a bunch of fun. We're going to talk about that next week. And then I have not touched Persona 3 Reload, because it's such a hassle in short play sessions, and I basically only have short play sessions. Like, I feel like you want 2 hours to play Persona 3 at least. I don't really often have like 2 solid hours where I feel like I can just sit down and play. So I went to like Nexus mods, and I'm like, this is like a problem I have. So I'm sure somebody has modded this game to just save. Even though like I think like the not saving in Tartarus is kind of a way to balance the game a little bit. Like, if you're able to just like save and reload and that kind of stuff, it does kind of like take some of like the challenge out of it. And so I went and looked, there isn't that. And then I was sitting on the couch after I finished typing these notes up, and I'm like, wait a minute, I can leave the dungeon and then just save on the first floor of the dungeon. And then I'm pretty sure I can just like basically like go back up to whatever the highest level is in fast traveling. And then whenever you've completed a floor in that particular run through, you can just basically go to the next floor, menu, go to the next floor, menu, go to the next floor. So I went and tested that, and sure enough, you can. So really, this giant problem I've had with this game is just a me not being smart problem, which is going to be a running theme for this episode of me just not being very smart. So a bunch more Persona 3 on the way, I would imagine, because I'm going to play that a bunch more now that I can just basically save whenever I want to and leave. So I picked up both Persona 4 and Lamplighters League through Humble Choice this month, and like looking forward to that. Those are both on my list. I know Lamplighters League was supposed to be like, I think it was supposed to be like a forever game, but I don't think it was. So yeah, I think it'll be fun. I don't know too much about it, but it seemed like a fun game, so I'm gonna give it a try. So yeah. Should we get on to the Obra Dinn recap?
Let's do it.
Okay. Good music.
It's good music
Good
in the
music.
game. Really good
Slaps.
music in the game. So yeah, the end of the game. It's full spoiler alert here as well. Maybe we just do like a spoiler bell, like a ding ding, like you do in a boat. Anyway.
That's a good one, because you mentioned the klaxon.
Yeah.
At the Star Trek klaxon, and that's a bit aggressive, I feel like.
Yeah. So maybe just like a ding ding, like a ship bell.
Yeah.
Would be good.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Anyway. Anyway, so when it's raining, and the guy in the boat tells you the storm is coming, you can end the game. You can just walk off the boat and end the game. If you do this before you complete all the fates, and the game will tell you there's nothing left to do on the Obra Dinn. If there's nothing left to do on the Obra Dinn, you walk out the ship, and the boatman asks you if you're ready to go. If you face him, the aperture in the game just kind of shrinks down, and there's like a clicking sound, like and goes to black as you leave. And as you're leaving the ship, the storm comes, it sinks the ship. You get to read the report that you created and any claims or fines from members of the crew. There's plenty of them. You can go through it. It's kind of interesting, a little bit. I don't know, not that interesting to talk about. And then you send the book off to the doctor in Morocco. A year passes, and there's a knock on the door. If you don't solve all the fates you can on the boat, you get the bad ending. The house lady answers the door, and you're given a letter. The letter basically says the doctor's passed away, and you've been told that he's disappointed you didn't complete the book. You're not asked to contact the three remaining survivors, and the game ends.
Specifically, you are asked not to. Like the last three people that are alive are like, "Hey, don't ever talk to us. We don't ever want to hear from you." Exactly.
That's the ending. That's the ending.
Doctor shuffles off his mortal coil, and it's like, "You suck, dude."
Correct.
Basically,
yes.
Correct. That's basically it.
That's been my feeling for the entire game. That right there, by the way, that ending is how this entire game made me feel. Was basically like that, which was like, hey, you're failing, and you know you're failing, and I know you're failing, and I want you to know that I don't appreciate that you're failing.
It was the doctor's dying wish that you fill in the book, Dan.
Well, that doctor could better get a better dying wish.
Fair.
Maybe John Cena can come around. What's he up to nowadays?
Can't see him, that's what.
That's a good point.
All right, so the good ending. The good end. You know you have the good ending when it says on the screen in just like serif text, there is nothing left to do on the Obra Dinn. So that's, you're getting the good ending then. So then you walk off the boat, do the same thing. The boat sinks. You could do the report. The report's completely filled out. So then there's a year later, and there's a knock on the door, and the old lady answers, and you were given a package. The lady also says that the package smells awful. So you open the package, and there's 3 things. There's the book, there's the letter, and there's another package that's like wrapped in a ball or wrapped in cloth. The letter says the doctor has passed and is pleased you completed the book and returns it to you to finish the mystery. And you're asked not to contact the remaining survivors again because they don't want to hear from you. They don't care. They lived it. They don't need to know what happened.
Wait, so there was people all along who we could just asked?
No, they're
Okay.
they're off somewhere else.
And they also don't know everything that happened.
Yeah,
There's a lot that happens that they are not within purview of, or that they would know definitively. So, like,
Yeah.
even in this world, we still went the only way about it that we could have.
right.
The
So-
magical pocket watch.
Correct.
With the magical pocket, yeah, correct.
Yes.
Which you
No,
kept,
that-
which you
which is-
kept, by the way, which is a key important point here. You kept the pocket
That's
watch for a
important.
year. They also tell you you can use the pocket watch on the other package. So when you unwrap the package, it's literally a monkey's paw curled up.
Ah!
So you unwrap, so the monkey's paw, and then you pull at the watch, and the watch does its thing. You're sent back into the last moment in the monkey's life, which we'll get to, which is in chapter 8. We go back to chapter 8, which we skipped over last time because I couldn't because I didn't have it yet. And this happens in reverse, and in the game, this happens in the reverse order than I am telling you. So it's all like back to forwards. So inside the lazarette, the Captain Stewart opens that was sent to the lazarette at the end of the last chapter, opens the chest and sees the shell, and then opens the top and mentions it looks like quicksilver, and then immediately is burned by the stuff in the chest and dies. The next scene is during the Kraken attack. The captain is down in the lazarette, screaming at the mermaids, call them off. We know you control this, blah, blah, blah. And then shoots the first one, spears the second one. So that's like 2 separate scenes. And then disappears. There's one left. And then you can also see the guy with the shell. In the third scene, you hear the third officer in the lazarette offering the shell to the last mermaid to call off the Kraken attack. He gets speared for his trouble. In his dying moments, he gives the shell to the last mermaid. Please, and the mermaid is then dragged out of the room with the shell. You can see that. In the final scene, you can hear the door's closed. You hear the doctor. The doctor is saying, somebody comes up to the doctor, says, "What are you doing?" The doctor says he's up to no good, and you see the doctor shoot the monkey through the bars in the window, and that's the end scene.
So,
and then you go ahead.
Just real quick, like what does all that mean? It basically means the captain tried to fight off these mermaids, try to get him to call off the Kraken. Doctor ends up making a deal, or the
third officer
makes a deal like, hey, here's pretty shell. Here's the thing you wanted all along. Just leave us alone. And it ends up
leave us alone and bring the ship back to home.
Yeah,
that was the other key thing. So,
and that's why we find out that the Obra Dinn makes its way all the way back through is because of the mermaids.
Yep. And that's the end of the game. And then at the end of the game, you finish the 2 fates, close the book, you put it on the shelf, credits, game.
What was the sparkle thing on the deck of the Obra Dinn that you could see the entire game?
Oh, off the deck, off to the side?
Yeah.
That was the mermaid.
Oh, okay.
Holding the shell. That's that little, the blinky thing. So, and basically, as soon as you get off the boat and the storm happens, the ship sinks. The mermaid did her job, and the boat sinks after that. So
did the Kraken tow the boat?
It's possible. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's far more interesting.
I mean, there's a lot to interpretation.
Yes.
But
is there? I mean, she didn't tow the boat.
You don't know that.
So, presumably, she. I mean, they don't obviously. The magic seems to be that they can control the Kraken, and so then she probably just control the Kraken to tow the boat.
They also have some control of the seas and storms, so it's not impossible for them to be like, well, we just we had the seas move it along. Like,
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. It's the Kraken.
Okay.
It's the only way.
All right, that works for me.
Basically, it's a
I'll
tow
take that
truck
as my
Kraken.
I'll take that as my head canon. I mean, it was big enough.
It was that. I saw that part at least.
So yeah, that's the Obra Dinn. That's the end of the game, and it was satisfying for me. I thought it was good.
Good. I'm glad you were satisfied. Storm Rage, were you satisfied?
very, very satisfied.
Speaking of mermaids, it's the Naga sandwich.
Taste my grilled cheese.
Kind of like a snaky mermaid.
Munch, munch, munch.
Like a mermaid, but a snake.
Snake.
Kind of. What's the first good, Storm Rage?
The first good is how many small clues that you just keep discovering. Because the first time that I went through this, most of the scenes that I were able to figure out where they were like, hey, Bill, come help me with this thing. And it's like, all right, well, this dude's name is Bill. And all right, well, gunshot here. And then when you go through it again and again, you find so many small clues. Some of these are from help on the Discord. People were like, hey, do this thing. And so there's a scene where you can see a lot of people in bunks, and all of the bunks have tags on them, and all of the tags correlate to the number that these people are in the ship's log. So you're automatically able to find out who a lot more of these people are very, very quickly. Mm-hmm. There are clues in pictures. There are clues in the way people react. There are clues in outfits. I think one of my favorites is my partner was looking at this dude and couldn't figure out who this guy was, and then went, he's got a striped shirt. Mimes wear striped shirts. I bet he's French, and he was. And so
yeah,
there's so.
That's
many...
how you figure that that's how you figure out who that guy is, because he's the only French guy.
Yeah.
No.
And that's how you figure out and that's how you figure out how he died, because in the chapter they talk about how he died.
Yeah.
How your French guy friend died.
It's amazing.
I did notice that. It was a funny way that he said it too. That was a clue pretty early in the game. And the way that he talked about the Frenchman was very strange.
Yeah.
I was like, that is not how people talk. People don't talk that way.
Yeah.
Maybe in 1793 they did. You don't know that.
I don't think they did though, Matt.
No.
I don't think they did.
Then there was one where the big there's a big picture of everybody, and you can kind of look at it. And then we couldn't figure out who the helmsman was for a while. And then we just looked at it, and there was one person that was touching the wheel. And we were like, that's probably the helmsman. And it was! And so, there's so many small, cool things. The one that I think I was most proud of is we were trying to figure out who this person was, because we knew that they were a seaman, but we couldn't figure out which one, right? Because there's so many of them. And
It's a seaman.
Seaman, my apologies. I cannot, as a 4-year-old's sense of humor, say that word without thinking that it's going to be taken in a different way. So this seaman was down below deck, and in the scene that he gets killed or drowned, or I think he was drowned, we still couldn't quite figure out which one that he was. So we figured out how he died, which is drowning. And then I noticed next to him, there was a bag. And I was like, that bag's unique. I haven't seen that bag anywhere else. So then we went back to the other scene where there was these bunk beds. And there was the bag hanging next to the number. And even though we couldn't see the man, we could see the bag next to the bunk. And we were like, oh, well, it has to be him. And it was.
That's awesome.
There's so many small, cool things. I love it.
Yeah, so many cool things. Yeah.
Hey, Dano, what's our not so good?
Yeah, I just couldn't. I just couldn't. I couldn't. It's as interesting as it was. I didn't have the patience to do it. Yeah. I just noped out. I was like, and I'm done. I tried. I did. I'm done. I didn't have the attention to detail or the patience to want to go back and just as interesting as it seemed and appeared, not for me. Yeah. So, yeah. But I'm jealous that it's for you, and that's the not so good. Is I'm jealous that it wasn't for me. So yeah. What's our best good there, Matt?
The top
Matt
men.
Arms?
The top men puzzle. I'm trying to figure out who everybody is. And thanks to Paralox in the Discord for just look at their shoes. Proxalox, yeah. Proxalox, that's it. Look at their shoes. And then all of a sudden it just clicked. It clicked in, and I was at work and I was like, I wish I could play the game right now when I saw that comment. And I came home and I literally came back and finished the game and like did the top man puzzle, and then everything else clicked into place after that. And just completing the story. The story's really good. The feeling you get for completing all the puzzles is shockingly good. Like you just feel like as soon as like things just like the 3 fates hit, just everything is good. And then like 3 more, and then like it becomes a lot easier once you complete a lot more people. Because there's less choices to make. So it's good. It's really well done. I enjoyed it tremendously, and the story was good. So
Great.
Yeah.
He asks each traveler 5 questions. 3 questions. 3 questions.
3, that's a magic number.
I will ask myself 3 questions.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
What are you liking so far?
Liking so far the story. The story was compelling. The story and the ending. The ending added a lot to the game. Like it kind of explained what happened that little gap of time, and it was great. It just felt very satisfying to me, and yeah, I enjoyed it. Storm Rage, what are you liking so far?
I felt like once I fully clicked in, once I was fully immersed, the amount of times that I would see something and then it would just click, and I would feel like the smartest person on the planet so many times. Like, it was so good. And then my partner would be like, oh, and then there's this thing. And I'd be like, of course there's that thing. Yeah, amazing. And the exhilaration of solving clues was so, so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Dano, what about yourself?
I think it's a very clever game for very clever people. Take away what you will about that. So, all right, what surprised you about the game? What are you struggling with? Sorry, what are you struggling with, Matt?
The last achievement. I have one more achievement to get, and I really want to just complete it. Problem is I have to restart from scratch. So I have to go through the entire story. It's going to take me like 4 hours. I mean, I know it's going to take me like 3.5, 4 hours, because it might take less because I know where everything is. But like, in order to blame every death on the captain to get the last achievement, I have to do it. And, I just can't have one achievement sitting out there that's that easy to get, right? So that's what I'm struggling with. Storm Rage?
It's over. I want to solve more mysteries. Let me solve more mysteries. There's not a return to the Obra Dinn 2. I want to solve more mysteries.
Yeah.
I think Matt posted another mystery game in our Discord and games to play, and I was like, nope.
The problem is that game is not nearly looks as good or as in depth as this game is.
Dano, what are you struggling with?
It was just too tedious. It was, and I'll go into this further, obviously, as we recap, talk about the final game chat. But it was just too tedious, and it really did not continue to grab me in a way that I wanted to keep coming back to it in a short enough time frame. And so yeah, I couldn't keep logging in to play it, and it just became it was just too tedious for me. Like the thought of going back into the book was just too much. What surprised you about the game?
How much I liked it and how much I got into it, especially right at the beginning when I think I jammed through I think I played 4 to 6 hours right off the bat and made some serious progress initially, and then took 2 weeks off and then came back and made more progress. And just how much I just look forward to okay, I have time now. I'm going to go play Obra Dinn. And it made me sad because, I looked around. There's honestly nothing else like this game. It's very unique in its space. So that's what surprised me. Hooray! Did you just do a hooray drop?
Did I just do a hooray drop?
I didn't hear it. It didn't come all the way through.
It did come through. Yes, I did. I did do the hooray drop.
Storm Rage?
I was really confident that going into this game, if I really wanted to actually go all the way through, get all 60 solves, I would need to Google things. I expected that at the end of this conversation, I'd have 30 fates solved, maybe, and then I'd go through Google the rest of them. And admittedly, I got help from this game. This is not a game that I would have gotten 60, certainly in the time that I did, without the immense help that I got. but everything is like within the game. There were no solves that I went, how's anybody supposed to get that? Every solve was like, oh. And so the fact that I never had to Google anything about like how to beat the game genuinely surprised me. Dana, how about yourself?
How little I liked it. How little I actually liked this game. It didn't click for me from jump. And then even as I got further into it, I think I solved 9 fates. It continued to just did not hit. It just did not click with me at any point. And I felt like, and so, yeah, which is, I was surprised because people love this game and like people in the Discord love this game. So I do feel like it is a me issue. And I do believe it is a me problem. Like, this is just not a game for me, and not every game has to be for everybody. So I have no problem with this game not being for me, and other people like loving this game and praising it as great and awesome. But yeah, for me, didn't click whatsoever from jump really. So, no.
You're thinking, can I afford to buy a car like this? Huh? Am I right? Seriously, Stan, you can't afford not to buy a car like this, and I'm going to make it easy on you.
I'll start by selling the game to a friend. Do you like logic puzzles but wish they were in the form of a monochrome video game? Well, I got good news for you.
Monochrome first-person view, by the way.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah. Do you like logic puzzles but wish they were in the form of a monochrome first-person video game? Well, I got good news for you.
Yeah.
How about you, Storm Rage, sorry.
Give yourself to this game 100% and you will not be disappointed. It is not an idle game. It is a game you have to think and your brain will hurt. And you kind of have to want that hurt a little bit. But my good lord, is the experience simply amazing. Matt?
Yeah. Truly unique. Honestly unique. It's just unique. If you have any... Like, if you like watching crime shows and like or reading novels about like just murder mysteries, this is for you. And honestly, it had me thinking about the way some of the like trying to solve who some of these people were, like when I wasn't playing the game. Like it's like I was just had a downtime at work, wasn't really doing anything. I was just like, wait, so if I can figure out this person, I can figure out these 3 things and blah, blah, blah. And but how do these 3 people connect and who are the relationships are? And it's great. I loved it. It's fantastic. And the satisfying feeling of like when you get it locked in, there's nothing that can beat that. Cause you put the effort in and all of a sudden it just you just feel super smart. So.
Let's get salty!
Salt. Yar.
Matt, get us started with the salt here by Frou Frou Fox.
Frou Frou Fox recommends this game. My total lack of naval vocabulary knowledge was balanced by my superb racial discrimination skills.
Person's wearing a striped shirt must be French.
I mean, it's
if it's right, it's right.
Yeah.
We're just wearing a striped shirt. I have a striped shirt too.
Yeah, but were you on a boat?
Yeah.
I have been on a boat many times.
With a striped shirt?
I mean, yeah, presumably I had a striped shirt on a boat. Yeah.
I will say,
I
did have to Google a lot of naval terms to figure out what certain things were. I was like,
they're in the back of the book.
Third mate and fourth mate versus bursar versus... Google was helpful with basic vocabulary on those terms.
I know those terms.
Yeah.
Take us with the next one here, there, Storm Rage.
Sir Whiffalot. They recommend it with 62.7 hours on record. How do you play this game for that long?
That's a long time.
Graphics.
I presume they leave it open.
They have to. Have.
Yeah.
Graphics, awful, but in an innovative way. -9 out of 10. Gameplay, awful, but in a super fun way. -10 out of 10. Or just 10 out of 10?
I don't think it's negative. I think it's a hyphen. It's a hyphen,
Got it.
Yeah.
Storytelling,
Yes.
awful, but in a mind-blowing way. 10 out of 10. Controls, awful, but in a comfortable way. 9 out of 10. This game is awful, but in a terribly good way.
That's a fair review.
How I felt. I've got Demi Friend's review here. 8.6 hours on record. I'm sorry for being a stupid fat American and not knowing where Morocco is. I actually do know where Morocco is, even though I do identify with the rest of that statement.
Yes.
Matt.
All right, Sir Connery 24. 31 hours on record, by the way. Return of the Obra Dinn has truly revolutionized the pirate detective mystery noir fantasy horror historical insurance agent pub music fisherman's tale actuary tabletop adventure game genre. Crowded as space may be, Obra Dinn really managed to redefine what it means to play this kind of game.
Amazing.
And Storm Rage, it is your turn. Go take this last one here.
Now,
crazy how that worked
now,
out.
Weird. Now, Dano, I'm also looking, and on my Steam, it says my friend Dano Play reviewed this game.
Whoa, he did?
Yeah. Now,
what was the review?
Wow. Okay. Well, people keep saying insurance investigation is unfair, and that the Cape of Good Hope screws them over. Turns out there actually might be some merit to this. I hate conspiracy theories a lot, but the East India Company has a patent describing how it attracts the Kraken to increase revenue. A rabbit hole worth exploring.
A rabbit hole worth exploring?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You proud of yourself on that one, Dano?
So really, yeah. Matt had an assist there at the end with the Kraken.
Yeah. It's honestly my favorite bit we're doing now. It's so good.
Good. I'm glad someone enjoys this bit. Because if I were to take a survey of the people that exist on this chair that I'm currently sitting in, that is a 0 out of 1 people enjoy this bit.
Well, you're the only one that hates fun, though, Storm Rage.
Game reviews. Game reviews.
I'll get us started since I'm kind of the negative Nancy here. Yeah. So not a game for me. It was tedious and required a lot more attention than I wanted to give it. I don't have a problem with giving my attention to games. It just didn't hold my attention. I wasn't interested in really what was going on. I didn't enjoy the way that I needed to track it. I found parts of it tedious and a little bit annoying. I also went away and then came back and then completely forgot where everything was and what I had done. And then like having to go back and track all that down was just really frustrating. So this wasn't for me. Having to go back into that book and try to like figure out these little pixel blob faces was just, it didn't hold my attention or draw my attention. I just didn't want to do it. And the thought of doing it made me feel sad. So I stopped. And I fully own that it is a me problem. I am not at all saying that this game isn't good. This game is truly incredible. It is a masterpiece in what they managed to do. And it is super cool that so many people managed to solve the puzzles. But not me. And I won't be going back to this game. It's not a game I'll be returning to. Storm Rage.
I don't know if I've ever clicked as much with a game that made me test my brain in such fun ways. There are a lot of games that I like to play because of the way that it makes me react to things, it makes me try to game plan things, but that's not what this game does. This game is simply, here it is. Do whatever you want. Around every corner was a different clue or a guess, and I went from going from extremely confident on a guesses to a list of 60 to extremely not confident on a guess of a list of 5. And every single guess, when it clicked over to that dung, done, 3 fates have been solved, was the most satisfying experience I might have ever had in gaming. The story is exactly what it needs to be. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It is short, sweet, and to the point. It leaves a lot up for interpretation, so it doesn't feel like it has a responsibility to here's every single step of the way. Every aspect about this game is exactly what I love from games. Matt?
Fantastic little game that'll make you feel really dumb. And then really, and all of a sudden you feel really smart, especially when those 3 fates kick in, or those 2 at the end. The last 4, is really, it's like it does 2 and then you go off the boat. A compelling mystery that works on the smallest of levels, in my opinion. Incredibly unique and rewarding. I wish I could play it again. And honestly, the end screen when you get the good ending, like where it says there is nothing left to do on the Obra Dinn is honestly chef's kiss perfect.
So good.
It is so good. Like when you see that screen, because you got it.
Mhm.
You won. It's so good. I wish I could play it again, and I don't need the brain trauma.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Storm Rage. Oh no, that was it.
No, I
Storm
did.
Rage already told us. Okay, I meant to say Storm Rage. Give us your game rankings.
Do we want to go? We have quite a few games at this point. Do we want to go in like last game? Everybody give last game. Everybody give fourth game. Everybody give third game. Everybody give second and one. Or do we want to do individual hosts their full ranking?
Oh, we could do it differently this time if you want. Sounds like fun, where everyone goes like their least favorite game to most favorite game in order.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, sounds like fun for me. All right, get us started, Storm Rage. What is your least favorite
My
game?
least favorite game is Cult of the Lamb. It's still a fine game. I think it's a game that is worth the price. It just, to me, it didn't do any of the things that I wanted it to do exceptionally well. The story isn't great. The combat isn't great. It's fun. It's silly. It's a great time. But in comparison to these like massive heavy hitters, some of the greatest games out there, it couldn't quite hold its weight. Dano?
Matt. Oh, Dano.
Would you like to surprise us with what your least favorite game is that we've played? We're all on the edge of our seats.
It's Return of the Obra Dinn. Not coming back to this game. It is uninstalled. It has been uninstalled for about a week now. It's not a game that I will return to. It's not a game I really feel like I missed anything. I'm happy that I learned the story through you all, but yeah, if I didn't know the story, I don't think I would have even Googled it to find out, because it didn't really hold my attention. So yeah, Return of the Obra Dinn is my least favorite game we played.
Yep.
Matt?
For me, it's Cult of the Lamb. Same reasons. It's like that's the one game actually I haven't finished in this list.
Mm-hmm.
Like still, I haven't finished Darkest Dungeon, but I like that game more. But I think it's a good game. It just wasn't for me.
Number
Storm Rage.
4. I think we just keep going in this order. For me, my fourth ranked game is Darkest Dungeon. I like Darkest Dungeon. I think this is where we get to like all these games are really, really good, and I'd recommend them to anybody.
Yeah.
It's just also that kind of game that it's not mindless because you have to think about it, but a pop in, pop out whenever you want kind of style. It's hard for me to want to play Darkest Dungeon over Slay the Spire, and they fulfill very similar itches in my brain as far as like roguelike runs, going through that. And so it's a really, really good game. It's just not quite a game that beats out the other games that I want to play when I'm in that play space. Dano.
That's fair. Mine is Cult of the Lamp. Good game. I enjoyed it immensely.
Mm-hmm.
I have it installed on my computer and do intend to return to it. I need to do it before Hades 2 drops fully, though, but we have time for that because Hades 2 is going to live for every bit of like action RPG roguelike for me when that game fully drops.
Yep.
But Cult of the Lamp, it's fun. I enjoyed it. I think the story is good for what it is. I think I like I do enjoy the two different types of that game. It is an interesting meld where you get to build a town and then also go out on fun little roguelike adventures. I do think that's super clever and fun. I do wish it were a little bit cleaner in its combat and that kind of stuff, though.
Matt?
Return of the Obra Dinn. Mainly because it's not replayable. You cannot replay this game. Like maybe in 10 years I'll come back and forgotten everything, which is very possible. But, it's one of those games where, you play it once, you experience it. I love this game. I highly recommend it to anybody who has any interest in this game. Play through it. If you've listened to the story, sorry. You might, figure some stuff out along the way. But I think the fact that like it's not replayable, it's just like a one-shot game really is like that puts it lower on the list for me.
Storm Rage.
My number 3 might be the most controversial thing I've ever said on this podcast. Hades 2. simply like, and again, like I'm gonna keep qualifying it. Once it gets into full release and everything's there, this ranking will probably almost certainly shift. But because it doesn't have that full-fledged story, because it doesn't have a lot of the things like the conversations, because there's still a lot of tinkering going on with it, it's just not quite there yet for me. It's not a finished game, and I'm gonna rank it as though it were a finished game, which isn't quite fair for it. But I'm excited to play this game when it is full release, because this game is going to slap. But for right now, it's gonna be at my number 3 spot. Dano.
Hades 2 is mine as well for all the reasons you just said, and not in any sort of negative way. It is flatly unfair to compare finished games to an unfinished game. Like I can't say, oh, I expect Hades 2 to be better than these other 2 games on my list if it's not out yet. Now it's all there for it to be a better game. It's like, I mean, there are improvements from Hades, and Hades is one of the great games. So I do anticipate once Hades 2 fully releases and we go through it, this will go up. There's not a doubt in my mind. It's already a great game. They could release it as is, and it'd be a great game because it's so good. But yeah, right now it's 3rd. Yep. Matt.
Darkest Dungeon. Struggled with it. I really struggled with this game, but I enjoyed it when I finally got into it, and it's replayable, and I can't wait to. It's one of those things where I'll be in a mood to play it, and I will play it, and it's going to be good, and it's going to be great, and I'll actually get deeper into it, and maybe I'll start exploring the mods. Because the mods have probably helped that game a lot for a lot of people. So,
if depending on the mods you play, they don't make it easier.
No. I mean, but it also makes it like fun because like I haven't explored. I felt like I haven't explored the game fully, so I want to fully explore the game before I get into the mod scene on that game. I think
that's good.
So.
Storm Rage number 2.
My number 2 game, Life is Strange. Utterly phenomenal game. Absolutely wonderful. Great branching storylines. Just every aspect of that game is so unbelievably good. And it is one of my top recommendations to anybody for any reason. If they're at all interested in video games, I love Life is Strange. Dano.
My number 2 is Life is Strange. It's an all-timer for me. It's not even close. It is a game that I think as far as like feels go, there are very few games that made me feels more than Life is Strange made me feels. I think if I had played it just 4 times instead of 5 times, it'd be my favorite game. It'd be number 1 on this list. I think that 5th time was 1 time too many, and then just a few too many warts popped through. Yeah. But I mean, I played the game 4 times, and it's not like the story changed. I mean, but like it did though because of choices you get to make. It's an incredible game, and honestly, if someone wants one game to play, like I don't play video games. What game should I play? It's Life is Strange, and like I wouldn't even think about it. Like if someone wanted to play one video game, I was like, go play Life is Strange. You won't regret playing Life is Strange. Matt, number 2.
Life is Strange. Same reasons all y'all said. Like second time around really worked. Really worked for me for that game. And I don't know if I'm playing it again, but I'm looking forward to like the new one coming on sale eventually.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I can pick it up instead of paying full price for it, which maybe I should pay full price and just let it sit.
I might be playing full price for it. I'll have to wait and see. I'm going to play it over Christmas, I think.
Yeah, that might be a Christmas game for me too. So I think, especially if I, after the recommendation, I've been really thinking about the recommendation you made a couple weeks ago, me getting a Steam Deck. I've really been considering getting a Steam Deck.
It's on the Steam Deck.
It might be a Christmas present to myself, and I might pick up Life is Strange 2 at the same time. So,
what's your number 1, Storm Rage?
My number 1 is Return of the Obra Dinn.
Oh, wow.
Just every aspect of this game is exactly what I've always wanted from a video game. It is a tight, concise narrative. It is a game that challenges you, but in ways that feel fair. It is a game that I felt just an array of emotions, from rage to excitement to so many more things. And it doesn't try to do more than what it is good at. Like, it doesn't try to extend. It doesn't try to add in more mysteries just for the sake of it. Everything is really, really engaging. And I just I'm shocked at how much I am enjoying this game, or I enjoyed this game. And this might just be a prisoner of the moment situation. I don't know if it's going to stay at number 1 for long. But having just finished that game, holy cow. Absolutely phenomenal. It's my number 1. Dano.
My number 1 is Darkest Dungeon. Top of the list. It's the replayability of it is absolutely crazy. I go back and look at my achievements, and I have achievements going back from 2016 all the way to 2024. Like continuing to do new things in the game. Like its replayability for me is absolutely shocking. I've been like every 2 years I re-download Darkest Dungeon and I play it and I love it more. And that is just so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like the ability, like there are resources out there to help get through the tough stuff, but you still have to correctly put like the pieces together. You still have to correctly like get through like the dungeons. And then also like when things go south, you have to deal with it. And there are decisions to make in each dungeon run that are fun to make. Like, do you go back to that secret room, or how do you handle like, okay, things are getting pretty stressed. Do you bail or do you push through? And those decisions are fun, and getting to recruit and, losing that character that you're like, I really needed that level 6 Hellion, and now I don't have them anymore. I got to get a new one recruited. Got to get them leveled up. I got to pay for their armor, and it's just fun. It's a game that it just scratches in all the right spots. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Matt, number 1.
Hades 2. I'm going to keep it up there for a long while. And also, honestly, I started a fresh save on the original Hades recently. Like I just had the itch to play Hades, and I wanted to play a fresh save. And it just got me more excited for Hades 2, especially with some of the stuff they've added in the most recent patch. Yeah, it's Hades. Right, it's always gonna be Hades 2 until something just completely blows my socks off. At this point, and like Obra Dinn was close, but I still put it low because it's not replayable like Hades is, or any other games we really played are. So,
fair.
Awesome. But hey, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for listening. Thanks to our patrons for patronizing us. Special thank you to our producers and best friends forever, Baximus and RidiculousHat. You can find our Discord and kind of our content information over at the pinned comment on our Patreon page at patreon.com/squelch. Hey, join our Discord. You should do that. It's fun. Good group of people.
And we just got a fresh coat of paint. It looks amazing, by the way.
Super chill and really kind group of people. So,
yep.
Patreon.com/squelch if you want to support the show.
All right. And investigation really is just a game, and games are supposed to be fun.
Yeah. Return that Obra Dinn, baby.
Is that what the mermaid said?
This is the end of the show. Everybody bye!
That was the third mate that said that, right?
No, actually, probably, yeah.
Hey, mermaid, return that Obra Dinn, mermaid. I love that our rankings are so different. That's kind of remarkable.
That's great. Yeah.
Life is Strange is 2 for all of us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then our number 1 is all different. Matt and I have Stormage have the same number 3.
And Cult of the Lamb is low, but you didn't click with this game, so I understand why it's so low.
Yeah.
For you, so.
I like Cult of the Lamb. I still think it's a fine video game. It's
good.
A very good game. It's just not a great game. And the problem, we've only played great games.
Yeah.
I think the fact we played it right after Hades 2 really, we still say this. It
didn't help it.
Didn't help it at all.
I will say though that I did play Cult of the Lamb when it first released, and had very similar impressions both times that I played it.
Gotcha. That was when did that release though?
It was around the same time as Hades.
Yeah, so I feel like it probably relates around when you were first playing Hades as well, which might have also kind of hurt it. But it is not anything quite like. It's similar to Hades. Where
Hades came out in 2020. Cult of the Lamb was 2022. Fred, that was a 2-year difference. I was not back to back.
Just feels the same.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
just
I mean,
feels the
I
same.
might have been playing for Hades for 2 years at that point when Cult of the Lamb came out. Yeah.
I knew Hades came out in 2020 because I remember it being a pandemic game, or thereabouts.
Man, what a great pandemic game.
Oh,
right,
that and well, like well, the thing is, like, Cult of the Lamb was like perfect because it was like Animal Crossing plus Hades, right? But it didn't do either as well.
Yeah.
Because like
really
the other
Animal
big
Crossing plus Hades, isn't it?
Yeah, like the biggest, like, because Animal Crossing came out right the pandemic started, where it's like lockdown started, right? And
Yes.
everybody and their mother was playing Animal Crossing during lockdown. Like,
Not me.
I mean, just about everybody and their mother. And then Hades came out, and that was like lockdown game number 2. And then I guess Cult of the Lamb just was like, you know, peanut butter and chocolate, but it's like not as good peanut butter and not as good chocolate, right?
I feel like Cult of the Lamb hit hard as like a Let's Play type game because of the sheer silliness of it.
Yes.
So it like hit like a real interesting cultural like point where it was like, this game is ridiculous.
Mhm.
And it really is ridiculous in a super fun way. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tip of the hat to the devs, because it's remarkably funny.
It's a lot of
like
poop, though.
remarkably funny concept. Like an incredibly funny concept. And like it does continue, like the more I think about it, and like just like the situations you get yourself up to in town are amazing.
There's really fun stuff there for sure.
Like it's a game if you want to laugh. Like there are very, very few games that can like make you laugh. I feel like the way that Cult of the Lamb can.
Yeah.
They give it its due. But I know someone in Discord had mentioned to do a tier system with our rankings. And my only problem is like we played like 4 S tier games. Like,
Yeah. That's really it. It's just like it's like S C.
I feel like after a year we could do like after our 12th game we could do something like that though, where we could like do a full tier list of the games we played so far. That could be super
I think
fun.
in that case we would have to put limits on how many games could go in each tier. So we're not just like every game's S tier. It's like you get 2 slots at S tier. You get 3 slots in A. You get 4 in B. So that way we have like a bell curve.
I mean, I have 3 S tier games here. I mean, just like,
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, all right, that's it for us this week. Thanks everyone for listening, and we'll talk at you again next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.